Beauty International School presents.
Number 121. Which of the following is the bone that connects all bones of the cranium? The answer is sphenoid. Number 122. Which of the following is the name of the lower jawbone that forms the lower jaw? The answer is mandible. Number 123. The muscle that cover the entire back, upper forearms, and extend the forearms are known as the triceps. Number 124. The broad muscle that from the chest to the side of the chin, responsible for the lower jaw and expresses sadness, is the platysma. Number 125. One of the muscles that cover the chest and allows for the arms to swing are the pectoralis major. Number 126. Two parts of the epicranius are the frontalis and the occipitalis. Number 127. The muscle that completely surrounds the eye socket and closes the eyelid is the orbicularis oculi. Number 128. The muscle between the upper and lower jaw that compresses the cheeks and expels the air between the lips is called the buccinator. Number 129. The trochlear, duncent, and accessory are examples of which type of cranial nerve? The answer is motor. Number 130. Which of the following arteries supplies the lower region of the face and nose? The answer is externomaxillary. Number 131. The two arteries which are the main blood supply for the arm are the ulnar and the radial. Number 132. Lymphatic capillaries are also known as lacteals. Number 133. The colorless jelly-like substance that make up all living cells is protoplasm. Number 134. The process which the cells consume what they have absorbed and is stored in order to specialize functions such as muscular effort is called catabolism. Number 135. Which type of body tissue coordinates all body functions? The answer is nerve. Number 136. One of the body organs responsible for digestion of food is the intestine. Number 137. The system of the human body that is made up of ductless glands which secretes hormones into the bloodstream is the endocrine system. Number 138. The muscles of the face, arms, and leg are examples of which type of muscle type? The answer is striated. Number 139. The nerve cells near the surface of the skin are known as receptors. Number 140. The thin-walled blood vessels that carry blood that lacks oxygen to the heart is called veins. Number 141. A knee is an example of which type of joint? The answer is hinge. Number 142. The uppermost and largest bone of the arm is the humerus. Number 143. The long, heavy bone that forms above the knee is known as the femur. Number 144. The protective covering of the heart and lungs is known as the thorax. Number 145. Which of the following is the name of the two bones that form the sides of the head and the ear region? The answer is temporal. Number 146. Which one of the following is the name of the two bones that join to form the upper jaw? The answer is maxillae. Number 147. The large, thick, triangular muscle that covers the shoulders and lift and turn the arms are known as the deltoids. Number 148. The forearm muscles that straighten the wrist, hand, and finger to form a straight line are called extensors. Number 149. One of the muscles that cover the front of the chest and assist in swinging movements of the arm is the pectoralis minor. Number 150. Two parts of the epicranius are the occipitus and the frontalis. Number 151. The muscles that cover the tops of the nose, depresses the eyebrows, and causes wrinkles across the bridge of the nose is the procerus. Number 52. The muscle that extends from the cheekbones to the angle of the mouth and elevates the lip, as in laughing, is the zygomatics. Number 153. The chief motor nerve that affects the muscles of the neck and back is the accessory. Number 54. Which one of the following sets are the main sources of the blood supply to the head, face, and neck? The answer is common carotids. Number 155. Two arteries which are the main blood supplier for the arm and the hand are radial and ulnar. Number 156. The function of what type of tissue includes removing bacteria and foreign materials and producing antibodies to combat infections. The answer is lymphoid. Number 157. Another word for communicable is contagious. Number 158. The type of immunity that results from vaccines that act against diseases is known as artificially acquired immunity. Number 159. An abscess is known as what type of infection? The answer is local. Number 160. The most common group of pathogenic bacteria that produce such diseases as tetanus, influenza, and tuberculosis are the bacilli. Number 161. An example of an infection caused by an animal parasite is scabies. Number 162. Hepatitis is caused by what type of organism? The answer is virus. Number 163. The type of bacteria that causes boils are the Staphylococcus. Number 164. Sensitivities which certain people develop to normally harmless substances are known as allergies. Number 165. Freckles on the skin are technically called macules. Number 166. A chronic, long-lasting skin inflammation characterized by itchy, burning, and formation of skin oozing and blistering as a disorder is known as asthma. Number 167. Ringworm is a skin infection caused by a fungus. Number 168. The technical term for liver spots on the skin is chloasma. Number 169. Excess friction on skin can cause a callus. Number 170. Modern studies show that acne is often caused by heredity. Number 171. Which of the following is not a disorder of the oil glands? The answer is psoriasis. Number 172. The space between the collagen fibers and skin contains a protein called elastin. Number 173. The color of the skin depends primarily on the presence of melanin. Number 174. The stratum germinativum is often referred to as what skin layer? The answer is basal. Number 175. The layer of the epidermis that is present only in the palms of the hands and soles of the feet where there are no hair follicles is the stratum lucidum. Number 176. The layer of the skin that contains blood and lymph vessels, nerves, sweat glands, and oil glands is known as the dermis. Number 177. The skin layer that does not contain blood vessels is the epidermis. Number 178. Which tissue layer found below the dermis gives smoothness and contour of the body? The answer is subcutaneous. Number 179. The nerves of the skin that send messages to the brain are the sensory. Number 180. Which one of the following are the type of sweat glands that are attached to the hair follicles and release secretions of the oil glands? The answer is apocrine. Number 181. Oil glands are also known as sebaceous glands. Number 182. What portion of the human body is made up of water? The answer is half to 2/3. Number 183. Which of the following substances makes up about 70% of the dermis? The answer is collagen. Number 184. The pigment cells that are scattered throughout the basal layer of the epidermis are known as melanosome. Number 185. The skin layer responsible for the growth of the epidermis is the stratum germinativum. Number 186. The layer of epidermis is that consists of tightly packed scaly-like cells that continuously shed and is replaced is called the stratum corneum. Number 187. Which layer of the dermis lies directly under the epidermis? The answer is papillary. Number 188. The elastic network of the dermis is made up of collagen. Number 189. What is the name of the fatty tissue found below the dermis? The answer is subcutaneous. Number 190. The nerves of the skin that move the blood vessels and erector pili muscles are the motor nerves. Number 191. Glands of the skin responsible for the regulation of body temperature are the staphylococcus glands. Number 192. Sebaceous glands are not found on what part of the body? The answer is palms. Number 193. All the various types of sugars are included in which basic food group? The answer is carbohydrates. Number 194. The protein substance that forms a network of microscopic fibers that gives the skin structural support for cells and blood vessels is known as collagen. Number 195. Special cells which contains pigment granules that are scattered throughout the basal layer of the epidermis are known as melanocytes. Number 186. The stratum germinativum is also referred to as what skin layer? The answer is basal. Number 197. The layer of the epidermis is that contains cells that form keratin is called the stratum corneum. Number 198. Another name of the dermis is the cutis. Number 199. The two layers of the dermis are the papillary and the reticular. Number 200. Subcutaneous tissue is known as what type of tissue? The answer is adipose. Number 201. The nerves that gives the skin a sense of touch are the sensory. Number 202. The glands of the skin responsible for the elimination of waste products through perspiration are the sudoriferous. Number 203. The glands of the skin responsible for the production of sebum are the sebaceous glands. Number 204. Approximately what percent of the dermis are made up of collagen? The answer is 70%. Number 205. The brownish-black pigment which gives the skin its color serves as the skin's protective screen from ultraviolet rays is called melanin. Number 206. The basal or Malpighian layer are the other names for which layers of the epidermis? The answer is germinativum. Number 207. The layer of epidermis consisting of clear cells through which light can pass is called a stratum lucidum. Number 208. Another name for the dermis is the corvium. Number 209. Which layer of the dermis contains small cone-shaped projections of elastic tissue that points outward into the epidermis? The answer is papillary. Number 210. Which tissue layers found below the dermis contains a stored of fat to be burned away for energy and act as protective cushion for the outer skin? The answer is subcutaneous. Number 211. The nerves of the skin that react to heat and cold are the sensory nerves. Number 212. The sweat glands are also known as the sudoriferous glands. Number 213. The oil glands secrete a substance known as sebum. Number 214. Approximately half to two-thirds of the human body is made up of what substance? The answer is water. Number 215. Another word for contagious is communicable. Number 216. Glucose is stored in what part of the body? The answer is muscles. Number 217. An infection that can pass from one person to another by direct or indirect contact is called contagious. Number 218. A type of immunity inherited from one's parent is known as natural immunity. Number 219. An infection that has spread to another part of the body is known as which type of infection? The answer is general. Number 220. The most plentiful type of organism on the earth are bacteria. Number 21. A multi-celled organism that lives off of matter without providing any benefit to its host is known as a parasite. Number 222. Pathogenic agents smaller than bacteria but many times that enter a healthy cell, grow till maturity and reproduce, then destroy the cell are called viruses. Number 223. The group of round pus-producing bacteria are known as the cocci. Number 224. A type of immunity that results when one attack of a disease builds immunity to prevent and overcomes another attack is known as natural acquired immunity. Number 225. Blood poisoning is an example of which type of infection? The answer is general. Number 226. The organism which is the most common cause of infection and disease in humans are bacteria. Number 227. An example of an infection caused by a vegetable parasite is ringworm. Number 228. AIDS is caused by what type of organism? The answer is viruses. Number 29. The type of bacteria that grow in pairs are known as Diplococi. Number 230. Structural change in skin tissue caused by injury or disbar are known as lesions. Number 231. Sores or abrasions caused by scratching or scraping the skin are known as excoriation. Number 232. Psoriasis is an example of a skin inflammation. Number 233. Herpes simplex is an example of a skin infection. Number 234. A general term for the abnormal lack of pigmentation in a body is leukoderma. Number 235. A callus of the skin is caused by excessive friction. Number 236. Whiteheads are technically known as milia. Number 237. Which one of the following skin conditions is a chronic inflammatory congestion of the cheeks and nose characterized by the redness of blood vessels? Rosacea. Number 239. Itchy swallow lesions in the skin, such as hives, are known as wheals. Number 240. A chronic skin inflammation usually found on the scalp, elbows, knees, and chest, and are characterized by dry round patches of silvery scales, is a disorder known as psoriasis. Number 241. Tinea is a skin infection caused by a fungus. Number 242. Which one of the following is the congenital condition of leukoderma? The answer is albinism. Number 243. A nevus is commonly known as a birthmark. Number 244. Condoms are also known as blackheads. Number 245. An infection that can pass from one person to another through direct or indirect contact is called communicable. Number 246. The ability of the body to resist disease and destroy microorganisms when they have entered the body is known as immunity. Number 247. An infection that affects only one area of the body is known as loco. Number 248. The term pathogenic means disease-causing. Number 249. An example of an infection caused by an animal parasite is pediculosis. Number 250. A common cold is an example of which type of infection? The answer is viral. Number 251. The group of rod-shaped bacteria that produces such disease as tetanus, influenza, and tuberculosis is bacilli. Number 252. Cracks on the skin that penetrate the dermis, such as those seen in chapped hands or lips, are known as fissures. Number 253. A small pimple that does not contain fluid but can develop pus is known as a papule. Number 254. Eczema is an example of a skin inflammation. Number 255. Ringworm is an example of a skin infection. Number 256. Which one of the following is a form of leukoderma? The answer is albinism. Number 257. A secondary term for a wart is a verruca. Number 258. Blackheads are technically known as condoms. Number 259. A sebaceous cyst, which usually occurs on the scalp, neck, or back, is technically known as steatoma. Number 260. Rosacea is an inflammatory congestion which affects most frequently the cheeks and the nose. Number 261. Substances that cannot be made by the combination of simple substances or reduced to simple substances are known as elements. Number 262. Compounds consisting of hydrogen, a non-metal, and contains compounds of nitrogen are classified as acids. Number 263. Which one of the following is a chemical property of matter? The answer is combustibility. Number 264. A color of a substance is an example of which type of property? The answer is physical. Number 265. The most abundant element found on Earth, both free and in compound, is oxygen.